Sorry for taking so long on this next recording. But hopefully the next one will be just as good as this one.
Which way? Father, over here.
I felt dumb and kind of stupid for not saying that sooner.
This is the sun.
That ghost son? How do you know?
The sigil. It matches the dagger we found in his father's back. He stood his ground, but it was not enough.
They betrayed him.
Betrayal begets betrayal. My guess, the young one murdering his dad didn't sit well with the others.
He thought himself ready to lead. It cost him his life.
I guess.
Look there, lad. By his feet.
The whetstone!
Yes. They used it to smash his face in.
They did? Ew. Stone behind. If Sindri wants it. It must be really useful.
Well, lad, weavers have very specific priorities. If it's not shiny and you can't eat or drink it, might as well use it as a blunt object.
I don't know what we're still doing here. Tell me when!
Boy.
There's a scroll here. It belonged to the sun. Wow, this goes on and on. Father, forgive me, filled with remorse, forget my actions.
Had he thought before taking action, there would be no need for regret, yes?
Yeah. Maybe we should bring this to his father, back at the storeroom. going down there?
You didn't happen to find the whetstone.
We found your whetstone.
Oh, wonderful. This staining is unusual.
The Reavers used it to smash another Reaver's face in.
Oh, wonderful. Here, for your trouble. I can't wait to test out the new whetstone. It may not look like much, but it's practically humming with magic. I've needed a new one after my brother borrowed the last one. I saw him spit on it. "So move it out," he said. I didn't ask for it back. Master Atreus, how may I serve? Ooh, what more do you need? What else was there?
if only these portals can work both ways. That way it could be easier to like fast travel to each point. But then again, I guess it makes sense because like before they had mentioned like there's be no cutscenes or like loadouts, so that actually would defeat the purpose of not having that. But I mean, they could still like use it the same way, like how you would go to like travel between each place to go to their shop. Why not just like let us use it to go back and forth, same way? It'd be easier.
Well, you gentlemen certainly know how to get around. Why don't you tell me how all this began with Boulder?
He just knocked on our door.
Boulder of Asgard just knocked on your door.
Yeah, he just showed up and started a fight. He said he wanted to know something. He said, I know what you are.
Oh, well, we'll circle back to that later. What exactly did he want to know?
I was under the floor by then.
He said I already knew what he wanted. Perhaps he mistook me for another.
Ah, that's quite interesting.
Oh there. Got another favor.
What do you want, dwarf?
I got another lead on my old pal on Vari. Meet me at the Lawn Soother mines. There's some fancy-dancy loot in it for you.
Another lead? But we already found him. Well, found his hand anyways.
I'll explain at the mines. These ones is just south of the river pass. Now you two want something, or you just gonna stand there all gag-scrapped and slack-jawed? Pull. The ring off on Vari's hand at the Velander mine. Feller was always tampering with souls and dark rituals and matters of the night.
What's that down there? Sure is a lot to see here.
Focus up, boy.
Whoa.
What are you...
We found your son. He was betrayed too. And we found part of his journal. It sounded like he regretted killing you.
Fat lot of good that does me. How'd he go out? The guy fighting?
We found 4 corpses near his. They were decapitated.
Ha! Vandrid always did keep his sword nice and sharp. A lesson he picked up from me. He's a backstabbing bastard, but knowing he's in Valhalla sets me at ease. Thanks.
We did a good thing. I'm glad we came back here.
That thief did not deserve the peace you gave him.
Maybe so. Still, it feels good to help people. Even the dead ones.
So much like your mother.
Yeah, I think he has his mother's essentially heart, I guess, where he cares about others, but at the same time he has his father's stubbornness, which combined, I guess, can be essentially a deadly weapon, and that can, in the right hands, can be a good thing. And can be used for good, depending on, like I said, like who he, like which hands are in, like is, I guess, like helping him develop. But all depending on, like, if he sticks with his father, then obviously he's gonna, like, hopefully turn out good, and become a good warrior.
I know I've been up in a mountain for a while now, but since when do the dead not stay dead? A little resurrection among friends is one thing, I can hardly complain. But it's as if hell itself is shambling into Midgard.
Freya said the world was out of balance. That somebody meddled with forces.
Oh, that's plain to see. And Odin is the king of meddlers. But I shudder to think what he did to cause this. Perhaps it involves the Valkyries. That'd be playing a dangerous game indeed.
Still can't believe you ate it. Those two men with Balder. Are they really the sons of Thor?
Aye, Magni and Modi. Two bigger twits you won't likely find in the halls of Asgard. They'll do anything their uncle puts them up to.
They are fools.
Well, dangerous fools, to be sure. When they work together, they're formidable. Too often it's a petty competition. Terribly strong, even as children. I remember the time Hrungnir the Brawler fell upon Thor.
Another time, Ned.
Aw. I'll scout ahead.
boy.
Huh. Neat. Ah, more of those. Good. Another one of those sand bowls.
What does it say?
Falcon, hawk, and turtle dove. Swim aloft in oceans above. Huh?
Those runes on the rock.
They don't spell anything. It's gibberish.
Read it.
Yes, sir. Saith Neithines upon all who trespass.
Neithines are ancient curses, old magic. Best to avoid.
I'm sure we'll find the answer around here somewhere.
Here, boy.
The rest of the ruins were hidden over the hill. That's Vinder. When?
Back to the sand bowl. Draw it.
Sir. Vinder. Look what it did!
And if anybody like spots like anything I may have like overlooked or missed, just like at least let me know, and then I'll try to come back to that area and get to it. And if anybody sees a way to like to get to this side quest easier, because it looks like there is a path, but looks like it's blocked off in order to get to it. So I'm guessing I might have to come back to it later. But I don't know, if anybody else if anybody sees like a way to get to it, just like let me know, and let me know if anybody sees anything that I may have like overlooked as well.
She won't answer the door.
Did not leave her in the best of moods, did you? Frankly, I'm surprised you'd want to come back here.
So what do you think, Mimir? What does Baldur want with us?
Well, let's look at what we know. Baldur is Odin's finest tracker bar none. If he wants you, you have to consider the possibility that Odin wants you. And as for what Odin wants, on this I have some expertise.
What could we have that Odin doesn't? He's like the king of gods.
The Aesir, aye. But his reach is not unlimited. And where he cannot reach, he is preoccupied with going. He's certainly tortured me enough about it over the years.
I'm guessing it's like the same theory I have from earlier, where possibly since like each deity may have may have rule over some realms, like such as like Odin has like rule over the Midgard and the 9 realms, but
So, Odin wants to go where he can't reach. Are you saying he's trying to get to Jotunheim too?
Ah, it ranks among his foremost obsessions.
But that doesn't make any sense, Mimir.
Oh? When did I stop making sense?
You're saying Baldur tracked us down to find the way to Jotunheim. But that was before we knew Jotunheim is where we needed to go. That's crazy.
Except for one thing. You are headed for Jotunheim, so he was right.
I'm so confused.
Well then, clearly you've been listening.
so they may have known that we were trying to head there in the first place, but we didn't Kratos and his son didn't know that they had to go there. They assumed it was the correct place was the mountain that we were last at before finding out which mountain it was supposed to be. And he assumed we thought we were supposed to go to Jotunheim instead of the one we were just at earlier, before. But then again, like I was trying to say, is like, what if Odin wants us for a different reason? Like, if Odin wants us, then what is it exactly that he wants us to do or get? That's the question. But that's if he wants us. Not as if his sons want us for a different reason as well.
Good. The special chisel is ahead past this gate.
What are the elves doing here? Weren't they supposed to be in their own kingdom? Were we like left them? Granted, yeah, we had gone to their kingdom, but still, why would they follow us here? Unless if they wanted something from us. Probably from probably revenge, but other than that, I don't see any other reason for them coming here.
This chisel we seek, what is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story for you. There was a giant once named Thamur. A very giant, who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason this world had ever seen. Proud Thamur hoped to one day pass his vast knowledge on to his son. But young Hrimthur had the heart of a warrior. Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, a quarrel of theirs spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason, bonk, struck his son. Hrimthur ran off into the night. Feeling shame and regret, Thamur chased after his son. But in his emotional state, soon found himself wandering Midgard, lost and alone. Sadly, he caught the eye of the one person he didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home. Thor.
And what happened next?
You'll see.
Thor killed him. And look, we fell in the village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming place famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. Thor always took credit for planning that one. The truth is, the sweaty ballbag just got lucky.
A wolverine!
A dangerous beast. We will take him down together.
Are we doing this? At the ready! Almost there!
We seek a chisel.
The tip of one, yes. Very giant chisel.
These things kind of look like an abomination of a Bigfoot and a werewolf. Possibly a little bit both, but that's what it looks like.
Darn, that didn't seem to do anything.
Oh, neat trick, lad.
Thanks. His idea. What happened to the survivors?
Oh. Thamur was a frost giant. When he died, his final breath froze everything.
We'll need something to get through this one.
Find the tip of that chisel. That's the magic we need.
Hostiles up ahead. Should we attack?
What does it say?
Sir. To Njord we offer back the seas bound.
Ah, yes. It was believed that Njord calmed the winds and seas for the fishermen. For that they loved and worshipped him here.
Hey, hardened roller tree staff. That's handy. That did it.
This piece of ice it seems suspicious. Looks almost as if it could come to life like the other elemental like beings.
Nice shot.
Kind of knew that thing was going to come to life at some point. I mean, even if I didn't attack it, it would still have trying to awoken.
How are we getting down there?
I have a plan.
You do?
Do not act so surprised.
Oh, no offense, brother, but I don't even think Thor with Mjolnir in hand could get through that much ice.
Then Thor is a fool.
This should be entertaining.
Boy,
Ready.
Wow, that was something, that fight. Here, catch. Well, that was a waste of a perfectly good
How
apple.
were you not seen? There is nowhere here to hide.
Oh, that. It's a little trick my people can pull. A special way of not being seen.
You can be invisible?
More like I can step into the realm between realms. And your mind doesn't understand what it's seeing, so it sees nothing at all. That's how we avoid ever having to actually use the weapons we craft. It doesn't seem to work on dragons, though.
Your brother wanted to know if you're getting enough to eat. I guess I could tell him you are.
Brock was asking about me? Was there meat on his breath? You let him touch this again. Come on, then.
So that's how Brock was in the temple right after the water drop. He stepped between realms.
Okay, now, shush. I need complete silence for this. There you go.
I'm starting to think.
To business.
I'm starting to think that with that trick of his, it's essentially like reality bending. He may not say it is. He may say it's just regular magic or illusions or misdirection, I guess. But honestly, I think it's a small form of reality bending to a certain degree, I guess. That's possibly like how like him and his brother and any other dwarf that has his talent, I should say, can get through areas without being seen, at least by everyone except, like he said, dragons. But that's all depending on if it is really reality bending. But I can't exactly prove it. That's more of a theory. I'm thinking it might be.
If I say so myself. And what can I do for you? Hope it's not too shiny. Oh, what more do you need? Fairly good, Captain. Fine piece of work, if I say so myself. Was there more? Let me think.
plan of yours?
Can you guess it?
Knowing you, it doesn't involve standing around here.
Correct.
But how do we move forward?
My shop's right here!
We heading into that building?
Yes.
You think there's something inside that'll help us break the ice and get to the chisel tip?
No.
I'll keep thinking.
And also, yeah, no matter what, brothers still love each other. Any sibling would be that way.
Come here. You knew this place? Before?
I came here on a diplomatic mission once, trying to broker a peace between Asgard and Vanaheim. That war. So many lives lost. What I didn't know was Thor had already gone on a killing spree of giants.
What did the giants have to do with the war between the gods?
Nothing at all, lad. That's the tragedy of it. They took no side in that madness. But Odin's paranoia is surpassed only by Thor's lust for blood.
Another crystal. Just give the word. Huh. What now? We got most of it.
Well, a stealthy plan it is not.
Now we must free the others trapped.
Why are we going up when what we need is all the way down there?
Think.
Well, the chisel tip is under thick layers of ice, so melting it won't work.
Correct.
And there weren't any shattered crystals nearby for me to shoot, so that's not an option.
Correct.
That just leaves smashing the ice. We need something ridiculously heavy to... Oh, I get it now.
Good.
How are we going to turn the hammer so it lands near the chisel tip?
Not possible. We cut it free, write it down, and figure out what comes next after.
So your plan involves a whole bunch of luck then?
You are welcome to suggest a different one.
What now?
Hold tight.
This plan seems ill-advised.
Quiet. Jump!
That didn't work. It only fell a little ways.
Well, I'm gonna leave it here for now. So that way we don't like overdo it in like one episode. Like I keep saying, like I want you to like enjoy the game. I know I keep like having a few days in between, but I'll try to like record more frequently for this, so that way everybody could like enjoy this game as well. So that way it's easier to like see what's going on and progress what's happening. That way we can still enjoy it without having to overdo it, like I said. But anyways, I know like YouTube is kind of being weird about like it's just being weird, but please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon so that way yeah, you guys could be notified when I actually do upload the next episode. But I'll see you. I'll let you know like when I'm gonna post the next episode. But anyways, yeah.